Rhobh Kyle Richards vows to change laws over death of best friend. Kyle Richards is pledging to change the laws over the tragic death of her best friend. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star is mourning the death of Lorraine Shih, who died from mental health struggles. The 52-year-old Bravo star took to Instagram to honor her friend in a lengthy post. She posted a series of photos of herself with her friend over the years. There was also a short clip of the two flying on a private jet together. The two knew each other since she was 7 years old. Check out Kyle's touching tribute and entire Instagram post for yourself here. Kyle Richards shared the details of their long-lasting friendship. She remembers times when they cried, call each other out, and be there for each other, no matter what was going on in our lives. The television personality also mentioned Lorraine's mental health struggles. Sadly, she lost her friend to her ongoing problems with depression. She had always been a happy person. How did this happen? Kyle Richards continued. All who loved her rallied around her and did everything that could be done to get her help. But the system is broken. The system made it impossible to get her the help she needed. Kyle concluded her post by making a vow to change those laws. Her best friend's death obviously affected her, and she doesn't want others to suffer as well. The reality star will do whatever it takes to try and help change the laws that are in place that prevent people from getting the help they need. This comes after she celebrated Lorraine's birthday in an Instagram post from 2017. Kyle revealed that they knew each other since second grade in elementary school. She thanked her friend for supporting me and giving it to me straight. She also thanked Lorraine for being an incredible friend to me for 4 decades. Kyle Richards received support from her Rhobh co-stars. Garcelle Beauvais took to the comment section to write, "This is heartbreaking, I'm so sorry for you and her family." Dorit Kemsley and her husband PK Kemsley shared their sentiments as well. Teddy Mellencamp told Kyle Richards that she's praying for all of you. Kyle's sister, Kathy Hilton, admitted her disbelief since Lorraine was always in such good spirits. It's good to see that Kyle Richards has the support of her family, friends, and Rhobh co-stars during this difficult time. Check back with TV shows Ace for more news on Kyle Richards. Channel Adams is a reality TV addict. She's been writing about entertainment and pop culture since 2006-7. When she's not writing about television, she reflects on early aughts culture on Substack. Rhobh's Kyle Richards vows to change laws over death of best friend. In a world where the glitz and glamour of Hollywood often overshadow the darker realities of life, Kyle Richards, star of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Rhobh, has found herself in the throes of an emotional and deeply personal journey. Richards, who has been a fixture in the reality TV world for over a decade, recently vowed to change laws after the tragic death of her lifelong best friend, whom she has described as a sister. The sudden loss has spurred Richards into a mission that transcends the world of reality television, as she fights to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future. The heartbreaking loss. The tragedy struck in a manner that no one could have expected. Richards' best friend, a woman named Name, passed away suddenly, sparking an outpouring of grief from those who knew her best. The circumstances surrounding her death, however, have brought to light a larger issue that Richards feels compelled to address: the systemic flaws in legal and medical practices that failed to protect her friend in her time of need. Though details surrounding the incident are still being revealed, Richards has made it clear that her friend's death was not just a random accident but the result of negligence, either by individuals in positions of trust or by a broken system. As a result, Richards has vowed to take up the mantle of advocacy, using her platform to raise awareness and push for legislative change. The role of grief and advocacy. Anyone who has watched Kyle Richards on Rhobh knows she is no stranger to heartbreak. From the tragic death of her mother to the ups and downs of her personal relationships, Richards has navigated some of life's most difficult moments with a public grace that has won her fans, as well as critics. However, the loss of her best friend is a different kind of pain, one that she's willing to share publicly in hopes of making a difference. In her initial posts and interviews following her friend's death, Richards shared her grief with her fans and followers. "I never thought I'd be here, telling you all this. The world is a little bit darker now that she's gone," she said, her voice breaking with emotion. "But I'm not just mourning. I'm angry. I'm angry that this could have been prevented." Honesty has struck a chord with her audience. many of whom have witnessed her journey over the years. Richards' decision to transform her grief into a call for change speaks to her resilience and her sense of responsibility. She's not just mourning the loss of a friend, she's channeling her grief into something more powerful: advocacy. Rallying for change. Richards' commitment to change has already begun to take shape. She's begun collaborating with legal experts, lawmakers, and advocacy groups in an effort to reform the very system that she believes failed her friend. Whether it's through changes to healthcare policies, stricter regulations on medical professionals, or an overhaul of emergency response protocols, Richards is determined to make sure that no one else has to experience the same heartbreak. One of the key issues Richards is focusing on is the lack of accountability in medical and emergency response systems. According to reports, her friend's death was precipitated by what Richards described as avoidable errors. While exact details are still unclear, it's been suggested that a failure in communication or negligence during a critical moment played a role. People need to be held accountable when their actions, or lack thereof, cost a life. It's time for the laws to change, Richards stated in a recent Instagram post. Richards has already met with influential lawmakers and health professionals to discuss potential legal reforms. "I am not going to stop until something is done," she said. "If I can use my voice and platform to help fix a system, I will." She has also hinted at the possibility of launching her own foundation to support victims of medical malpractice and negligence. By leveraging her celebrity status, Richards aims to elevate these issues to a national platform. Support from fellow housewives. In true Real Housewives fashion, Richards has garnered support from her co-stars and fellow reality TV personalities, who have rallied around her in this difficult time. Lisa Vanderpump, a longtime friend and co-star, offered her condolences publicly, calling Kyle one of the most caring and loving women I know. "She's strong, and she will turn this tragedy into something positive." Other Rhobh stars, including Barcel Bovas and Sutton Strack, have also expressed their sympathy and support. In a group message to Richards, Barcel wrote, "You're not alone in this, Kyle. We are with you every step of the way." Richards' best friend was also a familiar face in the Beverly Hills circle, frequently appearing alongside the Rhobh cast. Many of her co-stars, both past and present, are deeply affected by the loss, not only because of Kyle's grief, but because of the warmth and kindness her friend brought into the world. The death of someone so beloved has shaken the tight-knit group, but it has also brought them closer together. The power of the platform. As a reality TV star, Richards is acutely aware of the influence her platform holds. Over the years, she has used her visibility to promote a wide range of causes, from health and wellness to her philanthropic efforts. But this latest campaign for legal reform feels different. This is deeply personal, and it's a cause she feels compelled to champion on behalf of someone who cannot fight for themselves. Richards has become a beacon of hope for many who have suffered similar tragedies. Her decision to turn her grief into a platform for change is an example of the ways in which celebrities can use their power for good. She has already received messages from followers across the country who have shared their own stories of medical malpractice, negligence, and the pain of losing a loved one to preventable causes. "It's heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time," Richards shared in a recent interview. "But the more I hear from people who have been through similar experiences, the more I know I'm on the right path. If I can help even one person, it will be worth everything." Her dedication to this cause has even extended beyond social media. Richards is rumored to be planning a trip to Washington, D.C. in the coming months to meet with legislators and policymakers. Sources close to her say that she is committed to pushing for the introduction of new laws that would hold healthcare professionals more accountable in cases of negligence, especially when the outcome is fatal. Personal growth through tragedy. For Kyle Richards, the death of her best friend has been a catalyst for personal growth. In interviews, she has opened up about how the tragedy has made her reflect on her life, her priorities, and the impact she wants to leave on the world. The loss has pushed her to reconsider her own legacy and how she can make a positive difference beyond the entertainment industry. "Losing name has changed everything for me," Richards confessed. "It's made me realize that there's more to life than fame and bigger than the show. This is about creating real, lasting change. I can't bring her back, but I can honor her by making sure her death wasn't in vain." This personal transformation is evident not only in her advocacy, but in the way she carries herself moving forward. Richards has said that she has become more focused on the things that matter most, whether it's her family, her friends, or her broader mission to create a lasting change in the healthcare system. A new chapter for Kyle Richards as Richards continues her journey toward legal reform. One thing is clear. This is no longer just about being a reality TV star. This is about legacy, advocacy, and using her voice for something bigger than herself. It's about protecting the most vulnerable among us and ensuring that no one else suffers the same fate as her best friend. In the weeks and months to come, Kyle Richards will no doubt face many challenges. The road to change is never easy, and advocating for systemic reform can be a long and difficult process. But Richards is no stranger to adversity, and if her past is any indication, she will stop at nothing to make sure her voice is heard. This new chapter in Richards' life is a testament to the power of personal tragedy to ignite change. It's a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is always a spark of hope. And in this case, it's a fire that Kyle Richards is determined to stoke until the laws are changed and lives are saved.